Science fiction has given us different, incredible ways of traveling through space, with ship designs that are just amazing to look at, beautiful vessels that are just amazing to watch in space. These ships have given us incredible battles throughout space, through various franchises, and the imagination that some people have come up with what ships should look like is just so impressive and beautiful to look at. The adventures that we have gone on with these characters from various franchises, movies, and TV shows, the imagination, the ship designs, the wars, science fiction was just an incredible piece of storytelling that to this day so many love. But with that said, there is one ship in the entire movie and television science fiction universe that stands out from the rest as being one of the most poorly conceived and honestly one of the ugliest ships that I have ever seen.
Welcome aboard the Signis.
In 1979, Disney released The Black Hole, which was supposed to be Disney's answer to the sci-fi movies that were coming out. It was supposed to compete against Star Trek and Star Wars, and it did not do as well as they had hoped it did. Eventually it would become a cult classic, but let's be honest about this. While the movie is good, it's got serious problems. But my main issue right now is with the ship design. The USS Signis is an ugly vessel. It is a nasty design. And let's be fair about it. The other ship in this movie, the Palomino, is another ugly vessel that looks more like a garbage truck. Look at this ship, the USS Signis. This thing, while maybe on drawing papers, may have been a beautiful idea, but in space, this thing is a disaster. And the proof is in what happens to the ship at the end of the movie. There is no real logic behind the design of this ship. When this ship was launched into space, it encountered a meteor shower which damaged the engines and pretty much damaged the communication system. Now look at the design of this thing. Look at how it is. There is no real protection from any of the elements that they would encounter in space. This thing is a flying target. It just to me looks like a poor design. Now again, you're out there in the middle of space, and the geniuses who designed this ship are going to put this large tower sticking out from the rest of the ship and making the prime target for anything that can come along, like, oh, I don't know, a meteor shower that pretty much cripples this ship again. Now this is the inside of that tower, or rather, the bridge of that ship. Now, it is definitely an impressive layout, but at the same time, it's just ridiculously big and too high up on this ship. Again, asteroids come along and destroy this thing. This was just a poor design. The ship itself is just too big and leaves so much room for accidents to happen and disasters to happen at the same time. Here's proof that this ship is a terrible design. There's your control tower right in the middle of an asteroid shower. Vulnerable, easy exposure. The ship itself is falling apart. No shields. Reinhardt can invent anti-gravity system to hold them in place at the black hole, but nothing to protect the ship from meteors that crippled the ship many years ago. Now the sad thing about the movie is the fact that it doesn't respect reality. The ship is being attacked by these asteroids, these meteors, and it takes out the transportation tubes, and yet they reach the end where the meteor exposed the line. They're out there in deep space, and they're not being affected by the lack of oxygen. An asteroid can go ripping through the ship, again, poor design, and still not affect their ability to breathe. And yet, in just a few moments, an asteroid is going to rip through the hydroponics bay, and suddenly we're going to go back to, okay, it's fine to deal with reality again. The ship is decompressing, and everything is being sucked out into space in this scene, and yet a few moments ago, when the train line was disrupted, they were able to stand out in the middle of space and not be affected. The design of this ship is just terrible. I would love to know what you think. Is this the worst design that you have ever seen in a spaceship? Drop those comments below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.